Okay, so who are you? Who are you with? And what are you doing out here?
Ryan Rhodes. I'm with the Iowa Tea Party, and I'm just out here to celebrate freedom and hopefully take our country back in 2012.
And you have recently become quite famous. Well, you're already pretty well known here in Iowa. You and I have been on the phone for some time ago, but become famous recently for what?
Well, I asked President Obama a couple questions he didn't seem to want to answer, so it kind of created quite a little stir apparently, and it's been kind of a little wild ride since then.
And what was the question?
I asked, the first question was essentially, how are we supposed to negotiate with you when people in your administration and your party seem to refer to Tea Party people as terrorists?
And there's been a lot of kind of pushback from, I guess you could say the opposing side of the aisle, although it's not really a right-left issue, but certainly liberal bloggers saying that you were a plant. How did it all come about? How did you get to that spot, and did you have that?
I asked for a ticket, and I was just one more average American who went out there and decided, hey, it's time to quit asking him softball questions. He doesn't get to pack these essentially campaign stops that are paid by the taxpayer, and he doesn't get to pack those with all his own hand-picked questions anymore.
So he gave an answer. What was that answer, and how did you feel about it?
Well, his answer basically said, well, you guys keep calling me names. Well, I don't think terrorist is quite the same as socialist, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
And the fact is, he's the leader of the free world, and if they're going to call me this, fine, but be upfront, be honest, and we should go to the table knowing it's tough to negotiate with someone who's going to call us a terrorist.
And jump into Iowa real quick. I mean, you guys are obviously vital not only in the primary scenario of the caucuses, but also in general with Iowa is pretty much a toss-up state right now with 6 electoral votes. How do you think all that's going right now? And who do you think is kind of enjoying a lead, and how do you think it's going to all pan out?
I think there's certainly a few candidates out there who can garner Tea Party support, and I think you're going to see a lot of that come to a culmination in the election. But I think it's important that the Tea Party wins, because if somebody influenced by the Tea Party who shares our principles is elected, we will take Iowa back. It won't be a swing state. It'll turn. But if we elect somebody who's not sharing our principles and is unwilling to come to the table to work with us, then they're going to have a harder time in Iowa, because our focus is not only beating Barack Obama, but taking back our state as well.
One final question, and this has been asked since the Tea Party movement began. What as an activist, what can I do to be more active, and what would you recommend to Tea Party activists watching? What can they do to be more active?
Well, one, in Iowa, you can go to teapartybustour.com. You can get get active in the Iowa Tea Party. You can get active in different Tea Parties in your own area. We have an Iowa Grassroots Coalition that really is helpful to get people out, to direct them where to go. But the fact is, all you got to do is go out, ask your politicians the questions they probably don't want to answer, and then tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, and that's how we're going to take our country back.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.